In this video, I'm sharing 5 unique traits that I've noticed that make some leaders more fun and easier to follow than others. And if you're in a leadership role yourself, you're going to learn a little bit how to become a leader that others enjoy following. And the first characteristic is that they ask questions. Leaders that ask genuine, inquisitive questions indicate that they do not think that they have or feel the need to have all the answers. When they assume or take this type of posture, it creates a culture that is just easier to breathe in. It's not suffocating. Team members feel safe and recognize that curiosity is valued and diverse perspectives are welcomed. When a leader asks questions, it provides space for challenging assumptions, even their own, to uncover the underlying issues or ideas that may not be obvious without a bit more exploration. The second characteristic is that they admit when they're wrong. Insecure leaders carry a false assumption that if they're wrong, they're weak. But the best leaders display strength when they recognize their weaknesses, acknowledge mistakes, and ask forgiveness. When this is practiced with sincerity, it goes a long way in building trust and credibility within a team. And it can't be faked. There's no room, and I like this word, for vulnerability. When a leader admits a mistake, it sends a strong message to the team. It shows that the leader values truth over ego, and it also sets a precedent that mistakes are opportunities for learning and growth rather than something to be hidden or feared. The third characteristic is that they look for ways to let go of responsibilities. Team members need trust to perform, excel, and go to new levels. And for some leaders, this is difficult, but trust is essential to the growth of a team. A few years ago, I stepped into a role where all of the team members were used to asking for permission to make simple decisions. And as the one that was in a leadership role, it was a bit suffocating. But it wasn't their fault because they had never been empowered to make decisions. I decided to provide them with some guidelines for making decisions, and it was extremely helpful. And I think this same framework could help you too. This is what I shared with them. I gave them some criteria for making a leadership decision. The first question was, does your response in this situation serve the person who has a need or a question? The second criteria is your idea or solution in agreement with what we value as an organization? And the third criteria within this framework is, do you have the resources and or ability to fulfill this commitment? And what I told them was, if you feel that your response will agree with at least 2 out of these 3 criteria, feel free to do what you think is best. Most of the time, your team is going to get it right. They'll make the right decision, and if they don't, you can discuss it later. But if leaders do not empower their team to make decisions, it will be way more detrimental to them than the outcome of them making the wrong decision. Okay, the fourth characteristic is they practice being adaptable. Adaptability isn't just about being flexible, it's about finding ways to thrive even amidst change. And if you're a pastor or church leader, you're often faced with unexpected challenges and shifting dynamics. Embracing adaptability means being open to new ways of thinking and leading to allow yourself to stay relevant and impactful in the moment. A key to adaptability is continuous learning. Great leaders aren't just born, they're made through a commitment to growth and learning. This means a willingness to learn new things, understand trends, and being open to feedback. It's about having a learner's heart and a mind that's open to God's direction. Becoming more adaptable is a huge step in becoming a leader that can help their team effectively navigate complexities. Hey, before we move on, if you're a faith-based leader, the days ahead require adaptability and collaboration like never before. And I have a free crash course to help you specifically in this area. Use the link in the description to sign up for the Leading with Adaptability crash course. This free email course will help you strengthen your leadership skills for today's ministry context and help you become a more agile, collaborative leader. Okay, the fifth characteristic, and this may be the most surprising, is they have friends outside of those that they're leading. One of the less discussed yet profoundly impactful aspects of leadership is the social circle a leader cultivates outside of their professional sphere. Leaders who maintain friendships beyond their immediate team or the organization bring an invaluable richness to their leadership style. When you don't need friendship from those that you work alongside, there's less pressure on the working relationship. And it's crucial to recognize that while finding common ground, understanding, respect, and connection are vital for effective teamwork to occur, deep personal friendships within this context are not necessary. In fact, relying solely on friendship with those that you lead can often create really complex and confusing dynamics. It can blur the line between professional judgment and personal bias, leading to decisions that may not always be in the best interest of the team or organization. There's a risk of creating an atmosphere where people feel that they need to agree with the leader in order to maintain in good standing, which ultimately stops the flow of honest feedback and open communication. But when a leader has external friendships, it offers a safe space where they can unwind, be themselves, receive unbiased opinions and advice outside of the working bubble. These friendships also serve as a healthy reminder to the leader that their identity and worth are not solely tied to their professional role. This exposure is invaluable and can help leaders from falling into the trap of an echo chamber where the only opinions they hear are those that mirror their own, or others may feel pressure on all types of levels to affirm what they think their leader wants to hear. These friendships provide a reality check and are a source of refreshment that leaders should not always expect or need from those that they're leading. Hey, let me know in the comments what characteristics you've noticed and maybe what I'm missing. And if you like this video, watch this next one about 6 disruptive church trends that pastors shouldn't ignore.